Because of elections.
No, the more population, the more you have population, the more you win an election.
Ajayi, let's move on.
Thank you very much. Well, the matter is clear. And let me say that categorically, zoning does not defeat the essence of democracy. It doesn't at all. The democracy being practiced by the United States, Britain, and what have you, that we even borrowed from, that could be their own democracy that we're practicing. We can also arrange our democracy in a way that suits and promote our cultural diversity and happiness. I thought I should say that. We are a nation of 250 ethnic groups, over 374 languages and counting. And if we didn't actually put zoning in place at the national level, state government level, and even at the local government level, some tribes, some people in the country may never even be able to get councillorship to represent and participate in public administration, since we have chosen election as the way forward. I thought I should say this. Therefore, the man in Bayelsa who wants to be governor, of course, will advance all manner of arguments to suit himself. And I also appreciate this man they call, what's his name now? Ben Marie Bruce, who is also from that area, who ordinarily, like the normal Nigerian human being, will say, I want to go for a second term as a senator. But he came out and said, well, he has been made to understand that there is a zoning arrangement so that it will go around everyone. And even though that he is not happy about that because he wanted to go for another time in the Senate. But since the people have actually agreed on that he doesn't want his personal interest to override that people's arrangement. And he went off. That's why he's not in the Senate today. And I think that is good enough. These are the type of attitude we want to see in people. Because as far as I'm concerned, and as far as sanity, says, zoning brings about collective ownership. It brings about collective ownership to a state project, to a local government project, or even to a Nigerian national project, the way we are. Where some persons think that they are the only one who will, maybe because they have population, they will always want to, lord it over, claim superiority over the rest people. I think it does not promote ownership. Rather, it breeds acrimony, anger, bad belly, bad blood, bitterness in the consciousness of the people. We must understand that as human beings, that you cannot live in a state, local government, or even in a nation, and you now think maybe because you have population advantage, which you say democracy promotes majority as against minority. Minority will forever be against majority. That is even why sometimes you talked about South should produce leadership, which Jonathan eventually by providence came up to take on behalf of South people. So even though the tenure is not completed, some other people are also advocating that. So there must be a deliberate action towards zoning public, political and administrative position in the country, because it promotes national unity. It makes national unity, integration, and oneness, patriotism of the country to be effective. The reason why Nigeria is seemingly not working and not effective today, the reason why one particular state or local government is not working and effective today is because of this, nonchalance, waving with the hands of the issue of zoning of political and public administration in the country, in the state, and in the local government. Whether we like it or not, a nation that is as heterogeneous as Nigeria, diverse as Nigeria, must sit down to deliberately say, hey, if this particular ethnic group or this race or this zone produces leadership, once it has done 4 years, 5 years, or even 8 years, it goes off, it doesn't come back until after it has gone round the others. I think that will actually help this country very well. It will help a state, it will help a local government, so that there will not be acrimony, there will not be hatred and bad wishes against people by their fellow brothers and sisters in the same local government. Now, I am from Akoko Edo local government area of Edo State. We have suffered marginalization. We have suffered neglect. My local government is one of the largest in the country because it was a division in Nigeria, even as at the time we were Midwestern region.
I'm trying to see how your local government has anything to do with Bayelsa.
No. Bayelsa is talking Bayelsa. Bayelsa is Niger Delta. Edo is also Bayelsa. Niger Delta, where today FM is situated.
Andrew Ajayi, please let's continue.
No. I'm going to dovetail there.
No, we don't have that.
Okay, fantastic. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that the Bayelsa people, as they are talking now, we also have the same thing in our area. So what I'm saying is that there must be deliberate recognition of the fact that all men and women that are from a particular state, since we are using Bayelsa to talk now, they are all eligible to contest. And to let it go round all of them, there must be a deliberate action to say, hey, we must, after one tenure, let it go to the other person. After two tenure, let it go to the other zone, so that everybody in that particular state will be happy. And like I told you, any man or woman who wants to achieve anything, even including myself, will always advance all manner of logical argument, and even the one that sounds illogical in the hearts of the people, just to support whatever I want to say. So everybody is just behaving like a human being, normal, because he wants to be governor. But I think what will serve the greater interest of the people of Bayelsa State, and by extension any other state and the country Nigeria, is a deliberate recognition of the fact that we have different people in the nation, different people in the state, and for the state to be peaceful, for the nation to be peaceful and harmonious, recognizing the fact that there are men and women who have gone to school, they are intellectually sound, they have yearnings to bring about development. You must recognize the fact that all segments, all zones of the state, of the country, or of the local government must have leadership opportunities. Where you think only you said you raise up argument.
Well, hold on. Would it be that I think it's only me, but that there's an open and equal playing field for everybody at each time, so that at no time am I excluded from it because, well, we have zoned, that at each time per time, the people of that region can decide who leads them.
I agree with you, Annie. I know that you are talking from the humanistic point of view, that every man has a right to aspire. But that aspiration, in terms of law or philosophical speaking, that aspiration you have should stop where the rights of the other man who belongs to that same society could begin to advocate. You understand me? So it is very, very important we do so. So that my own type of zoning is very simple. Now that we are in Bayelsa State, okay, talking, by extension, other states, if you have decided to say, okay, Bayelsa East is the one to produce governor, are you getting me? All the people in Bayelsa State East that have this aspiration and have requisite qualification should come out for a primary. Are you getting me? Then they let them campaign among themselves in that zone. Then whoever wins comes out to actually provide the governorship. The same thing for the nation. If we say South, it is your turn to provide presidency. Southeast, it is your turn to provide presidency. North Central, it is your turn to provide presidency. Ditto for the other zones. Then let the men and women in that area come out, engage themselves in primaries. Either you are in PDP or you are in APC. Okay. Just give us that person. In fact, PDP man from a particular zone, APC man from that particular zone we are mentioning, can all come out to say, this is the people.
But the point
APC
is that
people vote for this.
Assuming that, let's just call it Northwest East.
Yes.
That maybe perhaps the West has been given this opportunity now.
Yes.
So every candidate from the Northeast South will
should sit down. They should sit down. Exactly. So, that is how to bring about harmony in a society.
Okay, we'll get your point. What do you want to say? I'll come back to you.